Starting today, we're doing something special for our troops. We all know the important work that our service members do, but sometimes we forget about the heroes who stay at home while their spouses are away. That's why we're doing complete makeovers on 3 military wives. Fox 9's Hite Collins introduces us to our first holiday hero makeover. Kim Hite.
It's fantastic. I'm nervous.
Kim Hite is ready for a little pampering.
My sister told me last night, you should do this, Kim. You've had the same hair since 1975.
Kim's life doesn't allow much time for hairstyles. She is the wife of a Minnesota soldier getting ready for another deployment.
I'm just so proud of him. It is who he is, though, you know. He bleeds red, white, and blue.
Kim and Eric have been together for 15 years. But one day, after September 11th, he surprised her with a decision that would change their lives forever.
I tried to not take it personally. You know, we had been married and had our kids and everything, and he joined back up, and he called me one day and said, I'm not going to be home for dinner. I have to go take a physical. I said, for what? And he said, well, I joined the Army today.
Eric is now a Black Hawk helicopter crew chief with the 34th Infantry Division, Minnesota Red Bulls. When Eric deployed to Iraq for 18 months in 2008, it was the Hite's first deployment, and it was hard. Kim handled their 2 boys, Jake and Zachary, the house, the bills, and even the rest of the Red Bulls' spouses as a family deployment contact person. But when Eric came home, things got even harder. Their youngest boy, 10-year-old Zachary, was sick.
When he got back, a couple months later, our son was diagnosed with leukemia, and we were inpatient for a year after that, so we didn't see each other a whole lot. We kind of switched nights, being home and at the hospital, and it was lonely. It was, traumatic.
After that long and painful year of battling hard against a relentless disease, Zachary lost his fight with leukemia in March of 2010. Kim and her family remember him every moment of every day.
Oh, he was 10. Handsome, outgoing, just very popular. He was just an amazing, amazing child.
What do you like to do?
He was baseball. All baseball. All sports, really, but baseball was his thing.
Kim and her family know their boy is watching over them and is proud of what they do, what they sacrifice for our country. Eric leaves for Kuwait in January for a 12-month deployment. And once again, Kim will take care of everything while he's away. Hite Collins, Fox 9 News.
Well, didn't that just sneak right up on us?
Ah, that was fantastic. Thank
Bam!
you,
Yeah, thank you, Heidi. Joining us now is the man who did Kim's makeover, celebrity stylist, who flew in from Las Vegas, especially to do these all this week. William Watley. William, thank you for being here this morning.
You know, I'm so excited to be here and to meet these wonderful women. When Heidi called me and said, William, I want you to do this, I have to give it up to tee it up for the troops. That's how Heidi found these beautiful women and their stories. And she said, would you fly out here and do these? And so I said, let me make a couple phone calls. And I now travel internationally and do hair shows for a company called Scruples Hair Care. And the president immediately said, book a flight, we'll fly you in. And we did all 3 makeovers yesterday.
And before we get to Kim's makeover, if you look familiar, give a little bit of your bio. People should recognize you. You've been all over the place.
Well, I mean, I was on a little show called Ambush Makeover that aired here in Minneapolis for, I think, 3 or 4 seasons. And then you've probably seen me at the award shows. And, now I just travel internationally and nationally teaching other hairdressers the newest looks through Scruples, who I'm a design team member for.
All right, now before we get to the big reveal, let's take a look and see what Kim looked like before the makeup. Here she is, before the makeover.
And now, here's Kim after. Take a look at her. Kim, you
Very
look
nice.
Fantastic.
Thank you. I feel fantastic.
Do you feel, you always see these makeover shows on Oprah or whatever, and you can tell instantly when the people walk out, their gait is different, they stand up differently. Oh, yeah. Did you feel different? Because you had long hair and you kind of freaked out about the cutting of the hair.
I panicked a little bit on the way home last night, and then I saw the segment last night, and I thought, oh, yeah, I needed that.
And it wasn't just you were worried about in terms of that panic. You were saying just earlier that your husband doesn't care for short hair.
Yeah, he doesn't dig short hair, so we'll see.
You'll be fine.
I think you're going to be good. It looks great.
Now, tell us a little bit of what went into the transformation, if you would.
You know, we saw the before. She was really overly highlighted, and it had been washed out. And I mean, how long? She hadn't changed her hair since 1975.
Oh, there's the cut. There's the cut.
So, Kim basically has looked the same since 1975. So we went in. I brought my colorist, who also works for Scruples, and Gail Zaire. We went in and just really richened it up. Completely took away all the old color and put 3 different colors in. A real soft butter, a real soft amber, and some honey wheats in there. And shortened it up. And I wanted her to have that Hollywood kind of red carpet feel.
You know, I'm sorry to interrupt. You mentioned the word dimension. I'm an idiot when it comes to style stuff. But yeah, as I look at you now, I look at the before, and you just saw almost a 2-dimensional plane. You see, the highlights on there from these lights alone are just, that's very pretty.
Yeah, look right in the camera there so people can get a head-on shot.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, you just look Now you do know now, because you said you were nervous, you do know. Look at that. You do know that you look fantastic now.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I'm very happy.
And when does your husband get here? He gets here on
Friday.
Friday, right?
Yeah.
At 1 o'clock?
3.
3 o'clock?
Yep.
We know what you'll be doing at 4 o'clock.
Yes, we do, don't we?
So your husband, tell us a little bit about your husband.
His name is Eric. This is our second deployment. He bleeds red, white, and blue. He's a man's man. He loves his country.
And we saw in the piece there your beloved little angel, Zachary. What do you think if he saw Mommy right now? What do you think he would say to
He
you?
would think it was fantastic. He wanted me to change my look so badly.
Oh, did he?
Always.
So he would be. I bet he's a big smile right now.
Yeah.
I just and on behalf of Scruples Professional Hair Care, we give you a bunch of products. This should last you about 6 months, and we've got a little gift for Eric also.
Oh,
so this is from you, from Scruples and William Watley.
Much.
And I want to thank again Heidi Collins for giving me this opportunity. When she called and said I have this idea, and Haley Hurst for putting it all together. And I always love hanging out with Keith and Jason anyway.
Oh, thank you. There you go. And we're going to have more of you, of course, coming up. But first, Kim, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
William, same thing, and of course, Scruples. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Yeah, God bless your family, sweetie. Thank you so much
you.
for being here. And William will be back tomorrow, as Keith said, and Friday. There he is with more Holiday Hero
I'll bring
Makeovers.
the tissues. I need a box of tissues.
I know. Heidi Collins making us cry there.
That came at me out of the blue there.
Yeah.